Thank you. This is the first of many launches, through the use of digital technology. Everybody's talking about Industry 4.0. So obviously applied to the airport, with the terminology for us at the airport is Airport 4.0. As you can see, there are 7 different clusters, but the gist of it is using technology. So Malaysia Airport has been busy with actually implementing fundamental big data over the last year and a half. Because maklum lah, as you know, the airport actually generates billions of gigabytes of data a day, not just through passengers, but through airlines, but through security, immigration, you name it lah. So having the common platform was the first fundamentals that we needed to do. So minta maaf, we've been very busy in the back end. Now that it's almost done in the sense in our phasing for big data, we are now more comfortable in actually launching what you passengers are most looking forward to. What is it that you can use to help you plan your journey or do your work a lot better if you work at the airport. So today we launched our first of many things. It is called the MyAirport app. It is specifically meant for passengers to plan their journey from home to the gate of the airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, for many of us here, the airport holds a very special place in our hearts. We obviously spend a fair bit of our time here since it is the place where we work. But I'm sure that the airport, especially KLIA, is also a special place for many in the country. It is where we welcome loved ones back from a long journey, where we bid goodbye to our nearest and dearest, and it is the first face of Malaysian hospitality to our visitors. Bearing this in mind, we at Malaysia Airport, as the custodian of 39 airports in the country, are constantly thinking of ways to make our journey to our airports a joyful Malaysian experience. This is why we are here today. For the past several years, we have been hard at work trying to think of ways to reimagine the airport experience for airport users, and in today's world, technology plays a big part in it. We have made the decision to harness mobile technology so that we can craft a seamless home-to-gate experience for you, our passengers.
So a lot of times, maklum lah, not many people actually discerning like us, and we know how to plan our journey. But as more and more people take flights, there's a lot of stress points, especially when you travel in family groups, not just for yourself. And everybody's asking, what time should you go? How long does it take? How long does it clear the airport? You also don't know, right? So here is now an app where you can download and you can put in your flight number, and it can tell you, if you're taking, especially from your house, how long it takes you to get to the airport. When you get to the airport, how long it takes you to actually clear your check-in through the airline itself. How long is the current queue at security? How long is the current queue at immigration? How long it takes you to travel to your gate. Then of course there are other family members who also want, while we're at the airport, listen, we are hungry, we want to eat something. Where do we go? And then so you have an argument with your family, you still don't know. So sometimes having wayfinding allows you to say, if I'm checking in at this gate, it's faster if we eat at this restaurant. So for some of them, if they also want to buy things and they're late, they can now actually, don't have to worry, you can actually buy a lot of things because you're a bit late getting to the airport, and that will be delivered to you at your body gate. So these are conveniences that we're putting through for our passengers because we've done the fundamentals, which is the big data at the back end.
Crafting a seamless airport experience requires heavy reliance on intelligence, not only from available data, but through a deep analysis of what that data means. Today, you'll be able to see how the use of big data analytics can help us reduce congestions at choke points, predict future patterns to be better prepared operationally, respond to complaints quicker, and help other airport stakeholders improve operational performance through the sharing of these intelligent data. So we start the journey late last year, and the first phase will take 2 years. One of the first success in this first phase was when our Washroom Response Management System, or WRMS, went live 2 months ago. The WRMS has enabled us to get real-time feedback on our washroom cleanliness, provide immediate response, and manage issues more effectively. So I'm happy to report that the current washroom complaints stand at only 0.7% of total feedback that we have received on washrooms at our KLIA main terminal.
Well, I mentioned to the public that the big data side itself, both hardware, software, and people, is about 30 million on our side. So it's a huge investment on our side, just on the data side, and application. So of course, as we roll out more of the applications, there will be new investments that is required. The other thing that we will continue to invest is in terms of using of IoT, Internet of Things, whether it will be sensor-based or beacon-based, right? Because then we can also track your journey and also provide better readings of the volume of passengers using our facilities. So that's going to be another continuous investment by Malaysia Airports towards the next couple of years.
This is a huge reduction from the target of 7% which has been set earlier. By the end of 2019, more systems will be in place, such as the automated queue management system, an upgraded customer feedback management system, and a passenger flow management system. What this basically means is that we will be able to offer passengers the means to breeze through our airports faster because the wait time has been significantly reduced. This reduction in wait time is no longer a nice to have for us. With the ever-growing passenger numbers, as you know, KLIA is already the world's 23rd busiest airport and the 12th busiest airport for international traffic in the world. We need to ensure that our service level is not compromised by the growing passenger numbers. You may have heard that MyAirport has also come up with that quality of service framework, of which we wholly welcome this initiative, and ensuring that KLIA obviously meets its service standards to international capabilities.
Soon, the app itself is almost done. We want to run it through. So the team tells me about in a month's time we will roll it out for KLIA 2. And then of course we'll do iterations, including putting languages like Mandarin, maybe Arabic, and then more dynamic wayfinding. Right now some of the items are static. We're introducing better visuals so that you can actually do wayfinding. So sometimes in our part, people say it's a bit complicated, although they can see where to go, but they need guidance, just like when you do your Waze and WhatsApp. So that will also be available very soon towards the end of the year.